Hi everyone, my name is Eric and today I will be reviewing the CX-12. This is the F-22 model. They also have the F-15, the F-35, and the Su-27. If you guys do like this one, I included a link in the description below where you can find one at the best price. If you guys have any questions, please just leave them in the comments below. I'll do my best to get back to everyone. Okay, so first off, this is just a normal quadcopter, but what they did differently is they slanted it. So when it goes forward, if you notice there's one motor facing forward, and whereas a conventional quadcopter will have two motors at the same distance going forward like this instead of kind of at an angle. So adding the airplane frame around this does make it look a lot cooler, especially when it's flying through the air. So, just be aware that, adding this foam is going to decrease its performance just a little bit. And there are a couple modifications that I do recommend. For example, the back tail fins, these were getting pretty badly chopped up by this rear motor. As you can see, it's pretty close. So what I did is I just put some packaging tape around that and it protected the back fin really well. And it also makes it a lot sturdier. Without the tape, these things were pretty flimsy and would sometimes tilt to the motor and just get chopped up pretty bad. The second piece of tape I put up here because there was a pretty bad weak point. Okay, so to turn it on, you definitely want to make sure this is on a flat surface when you turn it on. So you flip it here, turn on your control, you'll hear two beeps, and you want to bring the throttle all the way up and down, and you'll hear two more beeps, and now all the lights are solid and you're ready to fly. Okay, and this thing, by the way, does come with 4 extra blades, so if you do crack them or break them, I did crash this once and one of the blades fell off, but it was totally fine. You just pop them right back on. And for the controls, you do have 3 speed settings, and those are to be done right here on your throttle. So right here, you're gonna click it once and you hear 2 beeps, that's in the medium speed. 3 beeps means you're in the fastest mode. So when you first turn it on, it's gonna be low. And then over here, you have your flips. So you press that. And then when it's beeping, that means it's ready to do a flip. So when you're ready, you just crank the control in whatever direction you want to do the flip in. It's gonna flip, and then it's gonna stop making that beep. And then right here, you just have your trim, just like any other quadcopter. So for example, if it's drifting right, then you can put in your left trim until it stays in one spot. And when you trim, you definitely want to make sure that you're doing it in no wind, make sure there's no fans or the air conditioning is running, because that will make it a lot harder to get a good trim. And as far as flying outside, you're not going to be getting too much distance with this little controller. And plus the speed on this thing is not very fast. So if you do have winds outside, I wouldn't really recommend it. This thing flies fine inside. It is pretty well protected. So, if it hits anything, as long as you don't go flying too fast, you're not really going to do much damage to the quad or anything that you hit. And if you don't care about this foam body, I do recommend, it's a little bit bigger, but I do recommend the Cyma X11C, or you can get the one without the camera, which is just the X11. This one, your flight performance is going to be a lot better, and the blade guards are much better than kind of this setup that you have here. And if you guys do want to check out my review on the Cyma X11C, I did include a link to that in the description below as well. But it is kind of a cool addition if you're into collecting quadcopters. And I've even seen people with RC aircraft carriers where they've landed these on those in like a small pond, and it looks pretty cool. So anyways, let's get into the flight footage. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Okay, I'm going to start out in slow. So these are controls at full. I'll go ahead and put it in medium speed. These are full controls. Forward, back, side to side. And I'll go in full speed.